Hey guys, so we are here to pre-plan the week of June 27th through July 3rd in my A5 Lights Planner Action. So I have this kit from My Newest Addiction. This was gifted to me, and so was the overlays that I put on it from the Scribble Prints Co. We're going to use the whole kit. It's going to be awesome. Now, something coming up in July that I'm excited for. I had reached out to the beautiful Brandy Plans to see if she wanted to do a collab, just like a summertime collab. So that is coming up in July. So keep your eyes peeled for when we're going to do that collab, you guys. I'm very excited. I'm going to have to start looking for like summer themed questions or summer theme whatever. I had a couple kits in mind. She helped me pick out the kit that I'm going to use. So I am very excited. Brandy Plans, she is on Instagram with a couple extra S's, and she is on YouTube. I met her through YouTube, honestly, and she is an amazing human being. So check her out, you guys. So we're going to do all the things. So how are y'all doing? I honestly am doing the best that I can. So we went on school break, and I get a 3-week break, which means my stuff is not getting submitted until school starts back up again in July. So that's cool. It has been a struggle, but hopefully next quarter is it. Hopefully next term is the whole thing, and that is it. Oh. Before I do anything, I wanted to do this on the top. Is it gonna go? Not all the way. Now, I've done this. If you've watched my channel, when I had my Happy Planner, I used to do this all the time. Where I put it, you know, we'll drop it down just a little bit so it looks like it's got little bunny ears. How about that? And you guys might be like, oh my gosh, Stephanie, what are you doing? You know what? We're winging it. This is another week that I do not have my kiddo. So, you know, I'm not doing schoolwork. I am literally just cleaning and going about my day. So what is there to mark? Nothing. Am I still going to use this planner? Yes. Ooh. What did I do with my X-Acto knife or my slice tool? Seriously, y'all, I have this slice tool. I have a white slice tool. I have that big black X-Acto knife. And all I can find is this slice tool. So that's cool. Found it. I want to use this one instead of this one because I do have the overlay on it, and having that extra piece can be a little bit tricky. Grab this washi card. It was a Tipsy Dog Design collaboration with, oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of the shop that used to do all these washi cutters. She does not do them anymore. She does other stuff with her Glowforge. See, now I take this piece and I am going to cut right about there. Now, you don't have to be this extra. Ooh, that's almost perfect. They start construction early. They start at like 6. They finish at like 4:30-ish. But still, y'all, they start so early. Oh, yes. Now we're going to do the ocean washi on the bottom. Oop, that a little bit. I went a little too high with that. Well, oh no, it was from the bows and I went a little too low on it. So, I'll be honest with you guys. I almost didn't film today just because it just wasn't sitting right in my soul. Then I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll do a voiceover. Then I'm like, but I'm not really a voiceover queen. Then I was like, if I'm not feeling it, maybe I shouldn't film. But I'm like, at the same time, that also doesn't make me happy. So, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place this morning. Now, let me tell you why. So, as you guys know, I talked about it. Alex went to her dad's early for Father's Day weekend. Just like if he had her on Mother's Day weekend, I would have gotten her early, okay? That's how our parenting plan works. So, Friday, she had a little bit of tummy ache all day. So I tested her. She tested negative. And then, we did a couple of mommy-daughter things. Had a blast. Wow, that is just not stable enough. That page keeps bending. And it's going to mess me up. So let's just use scissors inspired by Rachel Beauty Plans. Ooh, that is a little crooked, but that's okay. Anyway, so take her to her dad's, and I let him know the night before that, she was not feeling the best. But she tested negative. So he kept her kind of low key. I won't tell you all the details because that was a bit of a mess between him and I, but whatever. Then Monday he was like, look, she is showing all the symptoms. The home test keeps saying negative, but she's showing all the symptoms. I said, okay, well, look up Walgreens or Rite Aid and get her tested. Like, get a PCR test. So he scheduled a PCR test through her school because her school has a program to get the testing done, right? So, oh boy. Do I want to give Saturday and Sunday a whole section? Yeah, I think so. So he goes to schedule and he says that then a little while later I get this text message. Hey, I'm taking her to Madigan. I'm leaving my house now. So I'm like, well, gotta go. And so I book it to Madigan. And I'm closer, so I get there before him. And he actually was concerned how long I was waiting. He's like, were you waiting long? I said, no, not too terribly long. But, I do live closer. So we get there. And my poor baby girl is a hot mess, y'all. Okay, she's a hot mess. Okay, so this kit that was given to me does not... Oh, these are flags. Those are beautiful. Does not come with any kind of header. That's okay. So can you see? This is like a Tealy hollow. Anyway, so he gets there and he's like, and he's like, okay, and she is looking a little rough. So they take us back to get her vitals done. And I know one of the questions they ask is, when is the last time that they were medicated? So I asked him. He had not given anything to my kiddo. So I let the nurse know she has had nothing for her fever. Which she did have a fever. And she just was not doing well. So we get in the back, and the doctor's like, what you're describing to me, I don't believe she has COVID. I believe she just has a regular flu. We'll run a flu test. It will test for COVID, but, you know, like I said, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have COVID. I just screwed that one up so badly. And he goes, and even if she does, my treatment doesn't change. It'll be the same treatment. Fever medicine, fluids. And he goes, and whatever it is she wants to eat, you will give it to her, no questions asked. Because she needs to eat. So they finally get her some Tylenol and some Motrin, and she's able to rest. She's no longer shaking, because she physically was shaking from the pain. She is no longer shaking. She is resting. And the flu test, he said, was going to take like 2 hours. But all the other tests that they ran came back okay. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to let you guys go home. I'm going to call, you know, who should I call? I said, call Dad. She's with him this week. So call him. And he goes, okay, I'll call Dad. And then of course he was like, hey, my ex is like, okay, I'll let you know what he says. I said, okay. Then like 3 hours later, I get a text message. She does indeed have COVID. So I immediately test myself with my home kit. I'm negative. And I tested myself. So I tested myself Monday. Tuesday, my ex is like, yep, I definitely have it now too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like plenty of rest, fluids, vitamin C. I test myself against Wednesday. Negative. I test myself today. Negative. So I'm in the clear. Thank you, Jesus. My daughter has slept a lot this week, apparently, which is fine. My cat is going crazy right now. Holy moly. I'm gonna drop this down. It's like perfectly, well, from my angle, it looks perfectly in line with that. So, I mean, we're gonna hope. And then her doctor office, because we took her to the ER, the doctor's office called to check on them, which was very sweet. I mean, they always do. Anytime we go to the ER, they always call to check. And told them, yeah, keep yourself away from everybody. Obviously, you're contagious right now. Just like chill. I haven't gotten an update today, but hopefully, I mean, it's still early. It's just barely after 7 o'clock, so. Hopefully I will get a call, not a call, but a text message, you know, by sometime today, letting me know how she's doing. You know what? That's not construction. That is my neighbor working on his property. So sorry about all that noise. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad because I'm using the microphone. I know my last couple videos, my audio has sounded kind of weird. And I made sure that I was plugged in all the way. I don't know why things were sounding a bit weird. But, ooh, do not fall down. I don't know what he is working on. I canceled my chiropractic appointment because there's no way. It's a medical office. There's just no way I was going to even risk going in there. I was going to wait to see if I was negative. Nothing. Let's see. There's 3 of these ocean views. I wish there was one more. That's okay. Because you know how I am about matchy-matchy for simple things. Anyways, I don't get her back until July 10th. She will be fine by then. I feel kind of bad because he's had her since the 18th of June because he has her for his week, then he has her for vacation week, and then he has her for his week, and then she comes back home. And like the first 2 weeks, so the first week they were quarantined, and rolling into this next week, they have to stay masked for another 5 days. But their last week, they should be able to like do something. So I do feel bad that that is the situation. You know, I'm not a complete monster. It's his vacation time. And they're stuck with COVID. Now, I don't plan on using a full-size header for up here. I actually plan on using these little thin ones. And the reason why I'm using it for Saturday and Sunday is because they do have that little bit of extra space above everything. And I'll probably cut some more because I want to... Oh, those ones are just... how did I do so terrible on this side, guys? Because I think I want to cap the bottom off as well. Because how often do I use this tealish foil? Like, hardly ever. And it is so pretty. And especially this tealish hollow. Now, I know the teal that I used from Scribble Prints Co. is not a hollow. But it is gorgeous. I have no idea what my neighbor is doing across the street. Holy cow. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm going to close the window, even though it is warm. They are literally cutting into the street right in front of my house. So, I'm going to try to finish this later when the noise isn't so ridiculous. So we are back. I did go back and listen to the playback, and it wasn't as loud for you guys as it was for me. So I could have finished, but that's okay. Gave me time to cut some more headers off camera. And like Sunday, I'm going to use a full-size one on Saturday. So let's put some of these headers down. And these are just from Sticky Sloth Designs that I bought a long time ago. And as you guys know, I really fell in love the way the little line designer, Dash This on Design, I believe, does them. But until I can spend more money, I need to use what I have. So that is what I'm doing. I'm using what I have. It just takes a little extra time to hand cut these. And I'm able to use up my stash instead of unnecessarily purchasing items that I want. Now, eventually, I will purchase. I can tell you that. But until then, I'm going to use what I have. Okay. So, I'm going to use a bunch of this stuff. I'm going to try to use more of these throughout the week. There's just not enough work stickers, or I would use that. It's just not enough. I will use these icons, and I'll try to get some usage out of those headers as well. So here's, oh no, that's my hollow stash for last week. Oh, here's what I'm looking for. Bam! We're going to use this young lady. Oh, the 29 is a little low. That's okay. I'm not taking any time off this week. I'm working all of my 4 days. Flip. And we're only going to have one going the opposite direction. That's okay. Doesn't bother me. There we go. Okay. Okay. I literally have nothing else planned for this week because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening. I don't have Alex. So literally all I have is work planned. You guys, this is so pretty with the teal, the teal hollow, this kit. Oh my gosh. I think this is great for a summertime kit. I think it's great to cap off June. And then I just have to remember, because it's the beginning of July, right? And I'm so terrible. I just have to make sure I know to move on to this. So, all right, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.